Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Expert Edge, brought to you by Quadrant Knowledge Solutions. I am Madhu Kittur, your host today. Expert Edge is our thought leadership initiative designed to bring industry leaders and our experienced analysts together to discuss important and emerging topics in the ICT domain. Today, we have engaging panel discussions on the benefits of all-in-one future, all-in-one CCaaS solutions, challenges with using multiple systems innovations from C-Zentrix, and advice for business transitioning from traditional contact centers. We are honored to have Arijit Chatterji, Chief Business Officers from C-Zentrix, and Amandeep Khanuja and Principal Analysts and Associate Director, and Ganesh Reddy, Senior Analyst, joining us today. A warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you so much for that quick intro, Madhu. So, Amandeep, just before the conversation with Arijit, I have a question for you. So, recently we did a study on CCaaS, and we have noticed a significant shift in how business are adapting the changes to customer expectations. So, Amandeep, based on your observations, what changes have you seen in the CCaaS market in the recent times, and also how organizations are responding to those trends? And how are the rising customer demands for seamless, personalized, and effective communication driving the evolution of CCaaS solutions? So, if you could throw some light on it, it would be much better for us.
Thank you so much, Ganesh, for this. I think there were too many questions under one hood. So let me take it one by one at a storm first. So talking about CCAS, I've been tracking this entire landscape from past many years, and I've taken it by storm. In the evolving time, the significant focus from tradition, a platform where you can contact customers have shifted towards a more higher value of CX. But recently this year, mostly if I explain you that the entire CCAS landscape, the change that has been happening into just 1 minute. Let me give you a thing that firstly, when we just used to use the CCAS solutions, the entire focus was from a customer loyalty solution, right, where we used to contact customers by the end of giving the for the loyalty reasons. But now if you see, and which was a reactive model that I usually call as a reactive approach and not a very the proactive one. But in the recent times, the way CX has evolved, the way conversational AI technology is evolving in terms of having co-pilots or helping agents, then again supporting a lot of technologies, outbound communications, proactive communications has become the new norm. So you'll see now contact center is being used not only in the customer loyalty section, but it's also started to use in terms of awareness phase, consideration phase, the buying phase, and then again the loyalty. So they have tried to cover the entire I may say the entire landscape of customer journey. Now, the question is really that I found out this year, is this a contact center anymore? I think my answer to this is it's not a contact center anymore. Now it's an interaction center. So I call it. I think we should start thinking about not about CCaaS, but we should start thinking about CI pass, right? Customer interaction platform as a service. Now because it's a space where customers agents interact to deliver an exponential value to the customer, so that his needs are being catered to. So the one, if I sum up all your question to one answer, I think this is what the major finding was, that it's completely moved from all the acquisitions that you see from the leaders that are happening towards most of the proactive communications, building AI solution, focusing on CX, talking about C-Zentrix, entire their roadmap that they're aligned, whatever they're working about towards, having a unified solution towards agents, towards proactive communications, omni-channel communications, everything just reached to one thing, that is interaction center. To Because the reason is to that to get immersive CX, you need to first interact, and that will help you to take a leap into the CX. So I think summing up all that yes, this was one of the major finding that I would like to emphasize, other than all that, yes, it's becoming the CI pass, that is customer interaction platform and service, from the traditional CCAS landscape that we have seen in the recent years.
Thank you so much for that, Amandeep. So, over to you, Arjit. So, just to start off, like many business today are moving towards integrated solutions. Like from your perspective, why do you think it is crucial for business to adopt an all-in-one CCaaS solution?
See, as the now saying goes, that you need to be where your customers are. Okay. So today's world is the technology and the social and everything is so pervasive. that a customer starts the journey in any of this platform, maybe have figured out the brand on Instagram, okay, and then later on he is now looking at their website or connecting over a WhatsApp notification that has come. So it is the same person. The person has not changed, but only the person is accessing it from different places. Okay. Now that is where a all-in-one solution is necessary. It is not an option today. It is necessary because you want to ensure that wherever the customer is, they can reach out to your brand, right? So that's where what interaction, what Amandeep was saying, that now you are enabling that interaction to happen irrespective of the channel. Now, in a, I would say a siloed approach, okay, they called you on your helpline number or toll-free number, and they interacted. But then when they went to your Instagram account, they're that same person, but the brand is not able to recognize because it is a disparate system, right? So that is where the need of the hour is for brands to have this kind of a approach where you have everything seamlessly connected. You are able to see the customer journey, where they are, what are they. So I am not the same, the agent who interacted with the customer, right? But now when he is so customers expect that the brand should know everything about me. Why they are asking that question to me? How can I help you? Because I had raised a concern and they should be able to understand it, right? So that's where all-in-one is a necessary going forward.
Like exactly, Arijit. So let's focus on C-Zentrix solution first. So now focusing on C-Zentrix, what are some of the innovations or upcoming features that the customer can look forward to? And also, could you explain more about C-Zentrix all-in-one solution?
Yeah, so C-Zentrix has been providing the omni-channel solution for some time now, where all the communication channels, which is voice, messaging, which can be website chat, WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, Line, any kind of messaging, chatbot, or video call, social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google Business Message pages. So all are seamlessly integrated. And the best part of C-Zentrix is that we also provide the CRM. Okay. So that means as a
In-house CRM.
customer, yeah. So you have a CRM, which is both a lead management software or a ticketing or a case management software. So now see the experience of the agent that she logs in, single sign-on, connects to all the channels simultaneously, right? To connects with the customer. If it is a sales process, then uploads the lead into the LMS and everything is seamlessly. No need to go to another system, toggle to another system, everything. So the agent's productivity. So all the time of the agent is spent in the conversation and either converting the lead or solving the customer issue, the resolution, instead of toggling with the software and tools, right? So that's where C-Zentrix has positioned its omni-channel. Okay, and second question that was on the innovation you were saying. Okay, so yeah, whatever we are building is part of our innovation journey. Okay, and beyond that, now for I think last 18 months there has been a shift towards AI inside the organization to focus on bringing more AI-based solutions. So earlier our AI solutions were more on the chatbot space. Okay, so we had we had the conversational AI chatbots followed by Gen AI, large language model chatbots. Okay, and then we moved from the chatbot towards the voice bots. Okay, so voice bots can do whatever the chatbot does, but completely over a voice and multilingual, right? Now, going beyond that, what we came up with is the agent assistant. Okay, so when a agent is over a call connecting with, so the agent assistant is prompting, or you can say as a co-pilot, giving the suggestion to the agent to the as a rebuttal engine for whatever the customers is requesting, right? Now that is one side of it. The other side is also very interesting is the supervisor assistant. Okay, that means if as a supervisor or as a team leader, I need to know where a agent needs my help, right? So earlier, what happened is that the bargain feature was there, but the supervisor was not knowing which call to barge. So typically they will look at the AHT and say that this call is going for a longer time. Let me look into that call and do that, right? But with the supervisor assistant, you can set up the intents on what intent you want the supervisor assistant to flag that call, right? So you said that not potential customer churn is there or upsell, cross-sell opportunity is there. So then those intents, as soon as such intent is detected, it flags the call to the supervisor. So supervisor sees those calls stacking up on his screen, right? And then he can do what we call as actionable insight. You can click on that, see that rolling transcript and say, okay, this is business as usual. No, sometimes it happens like this customer says that I will discontinue, but my agent is taking the good care of it, right? Or you say that the customer is really getting annoyed, my agent is not able to help. I can do a silent bargain and listen to the emotion level of the customer. I can do a call whisper and talk to the agent and say, this is how you should do the selling. Okay, or you can barge in and then do a three-way conference and get into the call and directly talk to the customer. Right? So this is the second layer of it, right? Then the best part is that the entire call is now transcribed and is available as a call summary. Okay. So next time when I have to review the call or the same customer is reaching, I can quickly look at the summary and I can understand what happened in the previous call, right? And plus with that is the sentiment analysis, right? So if you see that this is a comprehensive solution from all kind of assistant, agent assistant, supervisor assistant, summary, sentiment, everything we are providing together. Customers need whatever they need, they can enable those features on the platform. Okay. Apart from that,
Yeah,
there are other AI solutions that we are driving right now. Okay. Some are related with automatic deflection of the ticket to the right agent based on what the ticket is all about. For example, from the mail perspective, you are sending a mail. Can I find out that if it is a mail which is related with refund, so I can route it directly to the finance, somebody reading and then doing it. So that all will enhance the productivity.
yeah. Right. Like now that we are speaking more about AI, so
Hmm.
can you throw some light on what is the AI adoption rate in India, especially C-Zentrix being one of the biggest player in APAC region. So what's your take? Like, our customers, end users are ready to accept the existence of AI, or India, or are they still backing out?
This is a very good question because the market adoption, innovation is the outcome of innovation is heavily dependent on market adoption. So because this, if you see the chat GPT or the large language model, maybe it's a recent phenomena, but AI has been there for several years. Okay, maybe 6 7 years back itself, right? And we have been working on areas like chatbot, and the reason that the adoption was low is basically on the AI front, it was more usually on the consumption basis, pay per use model, right? And where there is the cost should be lesser than the cost of service delivered by a human agent, right? So for matured economy, it works pretty well, okay. But for countries like India, where there is always a pressure on the price, okay. So the good part is recently, okay, I would say last 6 months, we are seeing that more and more this kind of adoption is happening. People are, maybe you will be also receiving calls or you're making calls which is actually handled by a bot. Okay, so this is happening, but I would say adoption level is still pretty low. Okay, maybe if you see from an enterprise perspective, 3 to 5% of the companies are adopting now. Okay, for because many brands feel that uh, putting a bot in front of the customer may jeopardize the entire customer experience. Okay, I relate it more like, what happened when the ATM was introduced in the early 90s time, right? Where people were very skeptical in taking the money from the ATM. People used to say that maybe we'll have fake notes, maybe they will not give enough notes, right? So all this apprehension was there, and there was adoption. There was challenge in adoption. Today, if you see, go to any small rural areas, also you will find an ATM somewhere, right? And now the things have changed with the digital currency as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Arijit, for that. So, just before closing the call, so finally, I have a question from my end. So, for business that are currently using traditional contact center solutions and are considering to, make a shift towards all-in-one CCaaS solution, what kind of advice do you offer to those end users or organizations who are ready for that shift?
Yeah, so the most important thing for the company who are deciding, because making this decision, as I said, is no more hygiene factor, right? It has to be done, right? Because you have to reach the new generation of consumers who are coming, right? Either they are digital natives, as we use this term, or they are more comfortable in using all kind of digital channels for communication, right? Not only pure play voice. So what is very important for the brands who are adopting or willing to adopt a all-in-one omni-channel approach is decide on which are the communication channels which is going to yield the best outcome for your business. Second is that the team, the people who will be handling this should be properly trained, not using the tool, but how do you communicate? Because it may your brand ethos is dependent upon how this communication happens. Okay, and especially in this kind of digital communication, ensuring that if you use certain lingos, okay, in your particular brand, okay, makes sense. But if it is not those lingos and you want to ensure that proper communication, so written communication, make it very clear to the person, because anything in the social and in this space can go viral if that communication is not done properly, right? So these are, I would say, the ensuring the team is understanding how to do this communication plus using the tool. Third is, I would see that still some people have this dilemma that they come with one software vendor and then they say, can you add few channels to this? So while it is doable, it is not that it is not doable. But what happens is that in this process of multiple vendor integration, your time and your resources will be consumed heavily, because multiple vendor, you have to set up their meeting, do the integration. If something goes wrong, there is not a single SLA, single point of contact. So these kind of troubles. So that is why if you are looking for a omni-channel solution, try to see whether all the channels that you are looking for, the CRM is all offered by the same vendor. Okay, so that your cost of operation comes down. Okay, and ensure that your team is trained to use those communication channels properly.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for that, Arijit. Yeah. Amandeep, do you have any closing thoughts just before
I
closing the
think
call?
Ajit has so beautifully explained the importance of having such the unified things, not only in disjointed era that we come from, but actually providing value not only to customers but to also to agents, so that they can give to the customers. I think everyone trying to focus on, yeah, we are doing this for customers, they are doing this, and there are very few vendors who actually understand where the immense value comes from. So they follow the bottom to top approach, creating focusing on every layer, perfecting every layer, so that the output is defined in that way. So thank you for Ajit, for diving into this deep, and gave us this insights. And yeah, it was lovely hearing from you.
Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you
Madhu?
so
Thank you,
much.
Amandeep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ganesh. Bye,
Yeah.
Madhu.
Thank you, Arijit. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.